Buenos dias, assalamu alaikum. Good morning, hola, ciao, ni hao. How are you today? Good morning and welcome. This is Ken at 10 because it's 10 and I'm Ken. How are you today? I hope you're well. Let me know, give us a mention. It was lovely to see all the names coming up saying hello on the last broadcast. It's nice to know that I'm not alone here, just talking to myself in the camera in a weird way. So how are you today? I hope you had a lovely weekend. We had a fantastic weekend. The guys are really busy with sales, lots of new instructions coming up. Just madness, really, but in a good way, you know, when there's lots of viewings going on, offers coming in, lots of things going on. So it's all good. A few things happening as far as the office is concerned. Obviously, we've got the potential for a second lockdown. My gut feeling is that's not going to happen because they're going to want London particularly to stay open. Time will tell. But if it does, it does. Look, we handled it before, we'll handle it again. We'll go one day at a time and we'll make the best of it because we're British and that's what us Brits do. Stiff upper lip and get on with it, don't we? Hunt for Space Boost second stepper house prices. This is an interesting one. Rightmove has said that the second stepper houses are increasing out of line with everything else, where people are searching for more space, so that people are now looking for a study for the first time, whereas before they'd be looking more for maybe a bedroom for their child. Now working from home means that an expansion of space at home is required, and therefore prices have gone up. And the interesting thing about that is Rightmove property data specialist Timothy Bannister said needing more space has always been the most popular reason, but now there's a new urgency for extra space. I think that's right, isn't it? An urgency for it. When you're working at home all day and you're kind of looking at, especially if there's a couple, and you're kind of looking at each other over the dining table and, oh, you again, I'm trying to get my work done here. You can understand why extra space is at such a premium now, and that's likely to grow, I think. Also, we've seen a lot of the beautiful locations in the UK see huge jumps in prices where people have all of a sudden realized that they can work from anywhere. And lots of the metrics, as we said before, it's not been as bad as people thought. You know, a lot of people have said, hey, I can do this, I can work from home, and it's actually okay. There's been a surge in illegal evictions as well, which is sad. But it was always going to be the case that the criminal landlords were going to take advantage. And in this kind of environment, it's awful, isn't it? But criminal landlords, 50% increase in illegal evictions. Remember, landlords can't just walk in there and kick your tenant out. That's not how it works. There's laws and rules, and it's a criminal offence to evict your tenant illegally. And, you know, give them a break, be understanding, be sympathetic, see what you can work out together. We know it's tough. It's tough on landlords, and I know it's unfair on landlords, I would say, as well as tenants, you know, the way the system works, especially with regards to the extension on evictions. You know, I know a lot of people worry about tenants, but actually landlords, a lot of our landlords, it's not the case that landlords are what people used to think. You know, a lot of people think landlords are the rich ones, you know, the ones that have got, you know, maybe smoking a cigar in the Bahamas. It's just not that way anymore. My average landlord is someone that's trying to better their life by having a second property, and that property is their pension fund, it's their children's education fund. You know, it's an important thing to them, and it can be really, really crucial and critical to them to get that rent through. And I've seen many, many families ripped apart when tenants can't pay their rent, and more importantly, when tenants don't cooperate in collection of that rent. Because you know what, tenants, if you can't pay your rent, there are avenues open to you. You can go down to the local authority who will support you. They may not pay the whole amount, but they'll certainly pay towards it. Have dialogue with your landlord, you know. So from that point of view, I get it. You know, if you're a landlord and you're frustrated, but don't do anything silly. Go the right way, speak to your tenants, have dialogue, open dialogue, and normally you can work things out, you know. These times are tough and they take for patience, tact and understanding, and we all need to have that, I think. So aside from that, we're looking at a busy day today, lots of offers coming in. As far as the lettings market is concerned, a lot of landlords are taking advantage of the market at the moment and deciding that they're going to sell up. And therefore, the level of available properties for tenants is going down, and it's sort of exacerbating itself as well, because on the one hand, you have the tenants coming out of that property looking for a new place, and on the other hand, there's no new supply. Normally, in what I'd call a normal market, you'd expect a lot more landlord investment, but there is a lack of landlord investment right now, and that means that there's lots of tenants looking and just not enough property to go around. So it's a strange paradox, isn't it, in these corona times, that there's just not enough stock to go around and rents are being pushed upwards for that reason, strangely. Aside from that, we're just about to go into our sales meeting, which we love. every Monday. Make sure everyone's on track, what they're doing, how they're doing it. And we're looking forward to that. Hope you have a good day today. And we'll be back tomorrow with another Ken at 10. Stay safe. Look after your friends and family. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.